This is a classic sandwich, a Reuben sandwich. I've been making these for years and I keep on making them because they're delicious. What you start with is some rye bread and just a little bit of butter. I love butter on every single sandwich I make. It just makes it taste so much better. Lashings of that. Now, the next thing I'm going to put on here are some cornichons, and I've cut these nice and thin. So they're basically baby gherkins. These are the things, or the pickles you pull off your hamburger. So I'll put a few of these on top here. Not a lot, just enough to spread it around to give it a little bit of sharpness. I've got some pickled onions. See these baby pickled onions? I love them with my fish and chips, but they're even better in a Reuben sandwich. And I'll just sprinkle a few on here just to make it nice and sharp. And I've got some sauerkraut. I love sauerkraut. It's basically cabbage that's been pickled and fermented and put into a jar. You can make your own, but it's so easy to find everywhere. Just put a little bit of that on, and then I'll make it nice and sharp and tasty. There we go, just put that on there. Now, here's something. Here's a little tip, caraway seeds. They go so well with rye bread and just about everything I cook, especially sauerkraut. Just a couple of those on there, which makes it nice. And fresh herbs. Everyone knows I love cooking with fresh herbs, and I'll put a little twist of thyme on there, and then I'll make it nice and tasty. Now, here's the best part, the pastrami. Nice, thick layers of pastrami folded over. I love this. It's got a little bit of chilli and some pepper on the outside. It comes from the loin of the beef, which is nice and tender. And sliced thin like this is even more delicious. And the trick is to fold it over so it becomes nice and thick. And here comes the next bit, the cheese. What could be better than melted cheese over the top? And I've got my cheese grater here, and I'll just give it a little bit of a great, beautiful, nice big chunks falling off there, and I'll just put them all on, give that a shake. Now, what I'll do is I'll pop these onto my little tray here, because I'm going to put this under the griller and just melt it a little bit. If I really wanted to melt it down and get it bubbling, I'd use Colby cheese, but this Swiss cheese is just a perfect all-rounder. Put that on top there like that. And all I need to do is pop this into my griller, a couple of minutes, it'll melt down, warm it up, and it's going to be delicious. Look at that, melted down beautifully, but not too much. And all I do is slide it onto my little plate here, one on each side. Look at that, cracker of a sandwich. Some sauerkraut on there, some cornichons, some caraway seeds, some pickled onions, some pastrami, and some Swiss cheese. Nice and nutty, smooth and creamy, just the way I like it. This is a cracker of a sandwich.